Greetings, people. 'Tis I, 480 volts, and welcome back to Let's Play Star Fox Adventures. Yes, I am slightly aggravated. I will tell you what happened. Okay, first off, in the last video, we're getting ready to go into the place that has supposedly the Krazoa spirit, supposedly. So we're gonna head that way now. So yeah, I kind of messed up. I recorded this whole section, or at least I thought I did. I played through this whole section and got to a terrific stopping point, and then I looked, and to my absolute horror, I did not record any game footage. My capture window was just open, and it was just chilling, but it wasn't actually recording. Alright, this puzzle right here is not terribly difficult. When you stand on this totem pole, or when you stand on this switch, the totem pole moves around, it rotates, the different sections rotate, and you have to get them all lined up properly. What you're going to base it on is the top one. You're going to wait till the top one is facing you. So right about now. Now just the rest of them have to line up with that. But yeah, so I realized I had not been recording, and so basically... That wasn't right. When you hit it once, it stops moving. When you hit it a second time, it'll start moving again. So basically, the last few days, I've had to play through the entire game up to this point. Because I had no other fallback options. Because you guys know how much I have been saving mid-recording. Because my GameCube, you know, has a tendency to mess up. And so I've been saving a lot. I've been saving religiously. So I had already saved so many times. And I was like, well... And like I said, I recorded audio. I recorded myself talking, but I didn't record gameplay footage. If it was just audio, it wouldn't be a problem. I'd simply go back and do post-commentary. But no, I didn't have game footage of any kind. So I've had to replay through this whole section, or through the whole game. I had to create a completely new save file and play through the whole game to get to this point. And you know, we're at 57% of the way through the game, so it took a little while to get to this point. So that's why I haven't made any videos. And it doesn't help that this Krazoa shrine is my least favorite in the game. And I did it, and I was like, well, sweet, now it's out of the way. And now, what do you know? I have to do it one more time. So what that looks like it's going to mean is, what am I missing? What's wrong here? Oh yeah, that's right. I have to bust this block open. It reveals that. What this looks like, I guess I'm just gonna not save until I finish an episode, and I have already ensured that we have been recording properly. Let me kill these guys. I am so not in the mood to deal with these guys. There we go. Let's kill that one in the distance too. He'll give you trouble. Trust me, he'll give you trouble if you let him live. All right, they will respond, but it'll take a while. So basically, we step on this switch, and the door opens. It'll eventually fall back. So just watch out for the flame. You don't have a whole lot of time. See, he was already starting to close. If you didn't kill that second pterodactyl, he'd follow you through this door and just piss you off. This is the worst part, though. I hate this part. When I step on this switch, the water level's going to lower, and that gate's going to raise, and I'm going to have to basically sprint like a madman across that chasm and try to get there before the gate closes. And it doesn't help that there are spikes that hurt you when you touch them. So literally just waste no time through this area. Yeah, if the water level's still kind of going down by the time you reach the ladder, you should be good. But Fox climbs ladders like a freaking sloth, so come on. I made it. And then this one... looks like we've pissed off Donkey Kong again. This one you have almost no time, and you have to dodge barrels to boot. But hey, I made it without a scratch. Now here's the best part. This Krazoa test, this is my least favorite. This is the hardest one. And this is where I learned that when you fail a Krazoa test, you have to redo the whole shrine. That means all of that stuff that I showed you, I'll have to redo that. So let's hope I don't fail this. Oh, no, I actually want to talk to him. Test 3, the test of fear. You must stand and face your deepest fears. Keep the guideline within the green area. If you succeed, I will become yours to return to Krazoa Palace. So basically, this line right here is kind of drifting, and you have to make sure it stays in the green bar. Basically, it moves as Fox reacts to the stuff that's going around him, and it does trip you out eventually, so don't let it ever leave the green bar. Once it leaves the green bar, you fail. And there are going to be some jump scares. Do not pay attention to anything on screen. Like, do not pay attention to Fox, anything. You want to watch this bar like a hawk. Now, I could not care less about what's coming at Fox. What I care about is this bar. And this section always gets my nerves going because at this point I want it to be over. Oh, we made it. First try. Nice. I better be freaking recording. Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm basically just gonna have to not save until I've established that I've recorded. And basically, if the GameCube craps out, oh well. It seems like if I open the disc tray and then shut it again, that seems to fix the problem, and it'll pick right back up. So I can do that. If not, I'd rather have to replay through just one episode's worth of gameplay than a few days worth of gameplay. That was not good at all. So, like, I want to save right now so I don't have to redo any of that stuff, but nah. But the main thing is, well, yeah. Oh, and you guys might be thinking, well, why didn't you just have an alternate save file like you did with Sonic Adventure? Or, no, not Sonic, Eco. Because I had the same problem in Sonic Adventure. Yeah, that's the problem with this game, and Sonic Adventure is the same way. Sonic Adventure is even worse because it auto-saves. With this game, basically, when you make a save file, you are locked on that save file. And so any gameplay, time you save, it's going to go to that save file. If I want to save to a different file, I have to create a new file and start from scratch. I can alternate between the two files, but you can't save one file, like one run, to multiple files. It doesn't work, unfortunately. Anyway, now that we got the Krazoa spirit, we're back here back in familiar territories. I will show you how to get back to Lightfoot Village if you ever want to. Though we should never have to go back to Lightfoot Village, but I will show it. I'll show it at the end of the video because I think there's a cutscene that shows you, I could just show you how to do it, but there's a cutscene that will show you how, and I'd rather trigger that cutscene, but I want to wait for things to reset. So I will start by depositing this Krazoa spirit off. Okay, I am recording. I keep looking down at the red light on my software. For those of you who don't know, I use Elgato. The Elgato capture card, which means I use the Elgato software. And for some ungodly reason, the timer counts upward even if you're not recording. So it can really trip you out and make you think that you've been recording when you're actually not. Now, once you start recording, the timer resets, which is good, so I can at least see how long I've been recording. But yeah, if You gotta make sure that red light is on. Otherwise, yeah, you're not recording. And oh yeah, my inventory may look a little different than last video because yeah, this is an alternate file. I will go back to my normal file after this video. And I may try to keep this alternate file moving along with my alternate file so I always have something to fall back on. But I'm really going to try to not make that same mistake. So, like, I didn't even buy Tricky's ball. I didn't even buy the visor. Yeah, we're just gonna... I've just been trying to get through this. And this is not the most streamlined game, unfortunately. So, I mean, I love it, but... I'll say this, when I get to Star Fox Assault, this will not be a problem at all, because that game, you can replay previous missions like it's nothing. Alright, let's take this to the Krazoa Shrine, or to the Krazoa Palace, rather. Just note... Yeah, and if you crash on me now, bud, we're gonna have issues. Just know that I was so pissed off when I found out that I hadn't recorded. I was so angry. I'm still aggravated. Okay, good. Good, it did not crash. Now, the nice thing about the Krazoa Palace, remember the last time we were here, we had to do a bunch of stuff to get to this room. Well, it already dropped us off at this room. From now on, the Krazoa teleporter is always going to put us here. The Moonstone. He's always going to put us here. So we don't have to do all that stuff anymore. That's nice. Now, we still have to deal with this room, though. The room with the air currents. That's the trick, because it's sectioned off by different areas, and each area has different points that you can access based on your abilities. For instance, this door right here has always been here, but I've never been able to open it because I didn't, until now, have the Sharp Claw disguise. But now that I have that, and I'm immediately turning it off because we don't need it, and we just deposit our Krazoa spirit. I gotta say, that went really smoothly because I thought that the test of fear was gonna give me a lot of trouble. The final test is pretty hard, but I think the test of fear is worse. And it's so penalizing. Like I said, you fail once, and it's like you gotta restart the whole thing. And that particular shrine happens to be one of the more annoying shrines. So yeah, I don't like this. And... Inhalation! I still think that reminds me of Super Mario Bros. 2. I wonder if it's inspired from that. You know, every time you beat a boss, you would go into that mouth. Alright, well... I've only been recording for 13 minutes. There's a few things I'm gonna do now. This woman here seems mildly agitated. Let me go put on Ground Quake, because we're gonna need that. What's wrong?
My eggs! They're stealing my eggs! Please help!
Okay, so they're apparently taking her eggs. Well, this is a somewhat annoying minigame if you don't know what to do. But we gotta do it. So, if you want to... I think if you go back to Thorntail Hollow, everyone's freaking out about the egg thieves. So, to begin the minigame, you just walk in here. And... What's going on? Where are they? So, the eggs are right here. These little guys here are going to try to steal the eggs. And you just have to kill them. And they will drop the eggs, and the eggs will slide back down to the deposit pile. If they get too far away, just use the Ground Quake. If just one of them gets away, you lose the minigame. Hit detection seems to be really annoying throughout this section. So, oh, and we gotta basically, we have to do this until the timer runs out. These guys will eventually just overwhelm you with their sheer numbers, and that's when you use the Ground Quake. Because its shockwave will hit literally everybody. You know what, right about now. Takes them all out. You don't want to abuse the Ground Quake because you need... if you run out of magic, you're kind of screwed. They do attack you somehow. Alright, right about now. It's cheap, but it's efficient. Because now I only have... I'm almost done, and I have room... I have enough magic for another Groundquake. We got this. In the bag.
You have saved my eggs from those evil creatures. Please let me repay you. I believe inside there's something that you seek.
Yep, a magic room. Matter of fact, while you're playing this minigame, you can see Fox staff illuminate when you get close to that area, and the controller begins to vibrate like nuts. So, yeah, this is... Yeah. And... You have collected the portal device. By using this power combined with your staff, you can open the portal doorways. Oh, really? Well, that's nice. Let me just refill my magic. The portal device, yeah, it's mandatory. You need it to beat the game. It's this guy right here. It opens special doors. It's all it does. It's less well, I mean, I guess they're all situational. It seems more better, for lack of a better word, than the sharp claw disguise, but more useful, I guess. I don't know. Now, I'm actually going to end off the video pretty soon. I'm going to show one thing. As promised, I'm going to show you how to get to Lightfoot Village. Everything's reset. The cutscene should trigger. Oh wow, those guys didn't get me. Usually they do. Of course, it means I gotta go through this whole... Oh no, I don't have to go through the maze. I do not have to go through the maze. I mean, this is kind of a maze, but not the maze... Not the big maze. Not the great maze. Alright, let's see... So when you enter this area, after all your stuff in Lightfoot Village, you'll get this little cutscene here in a couple seconds. There we go. So this Lightfoot, he goes to that tree with a target, and then he goes to that tree, and then he goes to that tree. And then his gate opens up and he can just enter in there. Because Lightfoot Village is over here and it's got this gate. You could do this anytime, but like that cutscene lets you know what you're supposed to do. You hit this tree with your staff, then you go over here, you hit this tree with your staff, and then over here. You basically do what he did, and that gate opens up, and you just walk through that gate and bam, you're in Lightfoot Village. Which I'm not going to go to because we don't really... I don't think we have to come back to Lightfoot Village ever again. I think we're done with that place. Which is fine. I don't really care for the Lightfoots. They made me do a bunch of stupid tests. They were mean at first. And their Krazoa Shrine sucks. Yeah, I got nothing good to say about the Lightfoots. Now that we have a portal device... a lot of stuff is now open for us, so we'll get I mean, we're gonna progress in the next video. We're not gonna like waste. I don't mean like there's a bunch of side quests or anything I can do, although there might be. But in the next video, you know, we're gonna actually do some stuff. We're gonna progress and go to some areas and put our new portal device to use. And son of a gun, I was trying to be at full health. Oh, the nighttime music of Thorntail Hollow. I never tire of it. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm going to end off right here. So, thank you all for watching. Sorry about the delay. That's 480, always having an oops moment. I made the same mistake in Star Fox 64, and I had to, like, replay through the whole game there, too. The difference is that took me, like, maybe an hour, if even. This one, not so much. So I predict I will make a similar mistake when I finally get around to Let's Playing Assault, but like I said, that one's super forgiving because you can go back and replay previous missions. So, I got my oops situation all taken care of, hopefully. I'll just be more careful in the future. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm 480 Volts, and you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Pieces!